Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, from the time Rigathi Gachagua was being impeached, NDINDI NYORO went silent. And from all that time up to now, people have been waiting to hear and see NDINDI NYORO speaking and articulating on various issues to understand where he stands. And so there's a video that I've seen on social media where NDINDI NYORO is responding to the issue of economic growth. You know, being a chair of budget, that's where everything is estimated. That is where the budget will originate. You know, the cabinet will submit their estimation to this committee. Then from there, even allocations will be made. So, NDINDI NYORO has surprised William Samoei Ruto, in my view, and those who support William Ruto, by his latest remark. He's saying that as chair of budget, he should not be coming to convince Kenyans that the economy is growing. The opposite should be happening. That is, Kenyans who should be telling him that the economy is growing. Look at that. If you listen to this statement, then you compare Ruto's statement when Gachagua was being replaced. The first speech after Kithure Kindiki was inaugurated. Alisema nini? NDINDI goes on to say that all the policies that they are making must advance egalitarian society, must promote the economy, equality, and equity. That the economy should not be growing in forums like the one that he was addressing, but it should be growing in people's pocket. Hapo nilikuwa nasikia watu wa NS wakisema pesa mkononi. That is NDINDI NYORO. What is the meaning of this statement?
I should not be coming here as budget chair to convince Kenyans how the economy is growing. It is the Kenyan people who should be telling me the economy is growing. And therefore that calls upon us, all of us in this hall, that all the policies that we make must advance an egalitarian society, must promote equality and equity, so that even as the economy grows, it should not be growing in such a forum. It should be growing in the pockets of the Kenyan people, and I think that is a component of making sure our resources are well distributed.
Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And before I forget, I have been running a program here to try and raise funds to help a church put up a new church building. Now, these church members have been in the mud structure for the last 20 years, but they've been trying to get out of that. And they did so by setting a new foundation, and they've been building the new modern church, but they reached somewhere almost near to the window, and they got stuck financially. So that's where they have been. You look at the building, it was somehow risky. So I personally went there to help them in order to fix the beams and give that building the strength that it needs. So after fixing the beams, I also went one more step to get them 150 frames as requested by the fundis. So that's where they are. They have the frames ready, the lintel is well fixed, but the problem is that they don't have the iron sheets. So with this, they have been wondering how to go about it. And by then, my grandmother is a member of this church, so she asked me, now that we are here and we are stuck, why can't you talk to your friends that they can help us? So I told her, okay, you come and speak to them. They are good people. If they are in a position to help, I'm sure they will do so. So she's here requesting for your support in order for them to get money to buy the iron sheets in order to fix the roof. They need about 75 iron sheets, and that is the situation. Hi guys, now today I'm here with my grandmother, and I have been visiting their church. She has been really requesting me to try and help so that they can finish the construction of this church. Kuna vile wamekwama, so leo nikasema nitakuja nimwambie ongea na nyinyi ili na nyinyi pia msikie kama mnaweza guzwa pia mwasaidie ili waweze kuweka roofing kwa hii kanisa. Tumejaribu sana, tumejaribu kuweka linde ilikuwa imesimama, and pia tumeenda tu pia tukapata frames zenye nataka fix, but they don't have iron sheets na hawana pia milango na madirisha. So ningependa pia wasalimie, awaambie majina yake, alafu pia waambie mwenyewe. Unaweza kusalimia?
Naitwa Stureh, na huyu ni mjukuu wangu. Mwambia aongee na nyinyi marafiki yake, mtusaidie kanisa kujenga na mapato. Hakuna mapato. Kama mtusaidia, tutaomba Mungu abariki.
Now, if you're in a position to help, you can kindly send in your support through the following M-Pesa number: 0708340092. The name is Charles Inangungwa. Now, we have managed to get 63,500 Kenyan shillings. To complete this roofing, they will need like about 75 to 80,000 Kenyan shillings as a budget for that. And you look at that, this is just a shortage of 12,500. So if we have been able to achieve 63,500, we can manage to fill this shortage. So it's just 12,500. I'm sure we can manage this. So far, we will be closing this program on 10th. So we just have like 3 days from now. We'll be closing on Sunday. So let us keep on doing so. And I want to thank those people who have already sent in their support. I had mentioned the other people in the previous video, but allow me to mention these names: Liko, John, and Lawrence. Thank you so much. I've received your support. Now back to our discussion. Looking at NYORO's remarks, it seems to be a departure remark from William RUTO. RUTO said that he needed someone who can articulate on the agenda and the policies of the UDA and the Kenya Kwanza administration. Gachagua had failed in that, according to William RUTO. Therefore, he needed Kithure Kindiki to come and blend that. Niko tu peke yangu, I'm the one articulating on this Kenya Kwanza agendas at the executive level, presidency. By appointing NYORO as chair of budget, he needed NYORO to come and articulate, support the policies and agenda that they are pushing for. That even when the economy is not working, NYORO should come out and tell you that economy is working. That is what William RUTO was looking for. NYORO is saying, no, it should not be my mandate to come and tell Kenya that the economy is growing. It is Kenyans to come and confess that indeed the economy is growing. They can do so if their pocket is well and good financially. So what the situation right now, anaona tunakuja hapa kuomba pesa ya kujenga kanisa. Kama kweli uchumi ungekuwa unaimarika chini ya uongozi wa Mheshimiwa William RUTO, hata hawa waumini na Wakenya wangekuwa na pesa, biashara zao zingekuwa zimeimarika, wangekuwa na uwezo wa kujenga hii kanisa. But they are economically, starving. They are experiencing financial constraint. Ndio maana wanaweka mjengo inaenda muda mrefu hivyo. People do not have money. But for William Ruto, and I think Ndindi Nyoro was just firing at him indirectly, that economy should not be growing in forums. Look at Kenya Kwanza administration. You hear about the economy is growing, what they have been able to achieve. It only happened in forums. For them, they are good when it comes to the issue of theory. But practically, they are wrong. They fail. They are liars. In theory, they are good. So Ndindi Nyoro is telling Ruto to keep off the issue of theory. Focus on practical. Do Kenyans have money? Are business thriving? Yeah, there's no reason. The oppressive, scandalous policies that Kenya Kwanza came out with are so dangerous to the economy. That's why you see investors are running away. Just go and check how many investors came to this country when Ruto took over power, and how many have exited from this country. Wale wameenda ni wengi. Tukaona Mama Samia Suluhu, the Tanzania president, celebrating how investors are trooping to Tanzania. Walikuwa wanatoka wapi? Kwa majirani, wanaja hapa. Policies of Kenya Kwanza. You want to overtax 16% from 8 ya Uhuru Kenyatta. Kwani nini ilikuwa imefanyika? You want to tax up to the last coin in our pocket. You have failed. So he's saying he will no longer massage the donkey. He will no longer carry the burden of this Kenya Kwanza administration. It is time to distance themselves from all this. Ndindi Nyoro is giving a departure remark, and he might be realigning himself to the current situation of Kenya, of Mount Kenya region. Gachagua outside the failed economy and focusing on 2027.